Arabella. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'll be fine. Why don't you care about my book?
Because you don't.
Oh, fuck off, mate.
Really? Stop.
Zane?
It got uncomfortable, so I took it off. I need to go. Come on, bed.
Hey, babe.
Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Let's get right into episode 4, season 1 of I May Destroy You. This one was called That Was Fun. And hello. Oh, Lord, have mercy. It made me clutch my pearls, y'all. Look, when it first came on, Arabella, she was at the therapist. And the therapist was explaining that this is going to be an hour. And I'm here for you. And you have a certain amount of time. So let's just talk about the sexual assault that you've been through. So she was explaining to her that you will have flashbacks, you'll see visions in your head, sometimes you'll be a little upset, and what do you do at that time? Arabella explained that she tries to be around people, she, tries not to be alone, she colors, she paints, and sometimes she'll remind herself of the bigger picture. She'll say things like, there's more to think about. Not everybody in the world has a smartphone. Not everybody in the world has a smartphone. There are children being hungry in the world. She'll just try and tell herself positive affirmations. The therapist was going on to tell her, sometimes you'll have flashbacks, sometimes you'll be uncomfortable in different situations, especially in situations that will kind of trigger memories of your assault. Okay, fine. She was letting the therapist know that she's usually around her friends. She's with the young man that was sent to her by the publishing company by the name of Zane. All right, wonderful. She and Zane, they meet up, right? To talk about the book, exchange some conversation, and just kind of get to know each other because he's there to assist her with writing the book. So they meet up at a local pub. Arabella starts having flashbacks. She didn't want any water. She didn't want anything to drink, even though the young man was being nice and everything. She just grabbed her things and she left because everything that he was saying was all wrong. He wanted to go to another cafe because this one was closing. So she said no. Then he offered to go to his friend's office and she declined because she was like, well, dang, I'm going to be there by myself with him. No. Later on in the scene, she ends up meeting up with him at her home. So they're talking, getting to know each other and everything. Next scene goes on to Kwame, right? It goes on to Kwame when Kwame was texting someone because he was in the grocery store with his grandma, as they call the nan. That's what they say in their country. He was having a dirty talking conversation, a dirty talk good time with whomever he was speaking to. I think his name was Bench Builder or something like that. It was a man. It looks like he had met him on Grindr, right? So the man was right there in the grocery store. He just so happened to be a cashier at the store. Oh my God. So him and the cashier go into the bathroom stall, right? This is her friend Kwame, right? They go into the bathroom stall together and have a good time, boy on boy. So, oh boy of a time, I should say. So, anywho, look, they come out, go on back to shopping. He goes back to cashiering. Kwame go back over there to his grandmother and finish helping her get the groceries and everything. I wonder if he got a discount. That's what I was wondering. I was like, he did all of that in that grocery store. Did you at least get a discount? Or don't you want to ask for one? But anywho, because you did notice in the bathroom stall, I don't know if you saw the show or not, but did you notice on the bathroom stall that the person that was on their knees had on blue pants and with a white stripe on the side? That was Kwame's pants. Looked like you deserve a discount there, boy. Anywho. Yeah. Anywho, that's what I wondered about. I was like, did you get a discount? But anyways, so in the meantime and in between time, the next scene shoots to Arabella, right? She's taking Kwame's class because Kwame is giving like this exercise, workout, extreme routine type class. And there's this man standing at the door, right, of his class. And the man says, I saw you work. I noticed you working. I noticed your class because my grandmother said that she really enjoyed your class this morning. And Kwame said, oh, yeah, I saw you watching from the window, So Kwame said, my class is almost over with and we can go and, get a drink or whatever. We can go for a walk once my class is over, just talk. So after his class was over, the two black men, they began to talk. So the guy that was at the door, I didn't get his name, but he said, if you know his name, put it in the comments. But the man said, I've never been around anybody like you. And Kwame said, what, a gay man? He said, yes, I've never been around anybody who's gay. And Kwame said, well, I'm a black man and I look just like you. So they went on and they began to walk. And the other guy said, well, and Kwame said, yeah, I would invite you upstairs, but this is my nan's house. This is my grandmother. She's still here. But I'll see you another time. Let's try and hook up. Okay. Oh. Look, Lord, you're not gonna believe what I'm about to tell you. So the dude, he go on about his business and Kwame go on his way. But remember when I said previously that Terry had a good time with those two men that she had met in Italy? Yes, honey. When they left, she texted Kwame and she told Kwame, I had just had some very, very good adult fun, honey, with these two men that I have met in Italy. I have just had a good time and I have one up on you. So she let him know that she was in a situation that involved more than two people. She was in there with three. It was Terry and two boys. Okay. Anywho, she texted Kwame that. And he was like, oh my God, give me the details. That was in episode 3. So now here in this episode, Kwame meets this guy, the man who came back to the classroom saying what his grandmother liked, how she liked working out with him and stuff. Now this boy here, Kwame said, well, maybe I can hook something up for you and I, just to kind of kick it with another guy. Lord, look. In the meantime, while he's looking on Grindr trying to dial a ding, this girl here, Arabella, she's over here with the boy the young man that this fella here, Zane, that the publishing company has sent to her. Lord have mercy. She decided to invite him over to her house. They sitting around, they're talking, getting to know each other, la. He's a Cambridge boy. That's where his writing comes from. Congratulations to you. Look, they just chit-chatting. They said, we may as well get the sex on out the way, because I can tell this is going to go down anyway. So they said, okay, well then cool then. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and do this. Ben was in the bedroom. Ben is Arabella's roommate. She said, Ben, I didn't know that you were here. He said, oh, don't worry about it. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear anything. I was back here reviewing some information, but I didn't hear anything. But I am interested in painting with you. If ever you'd like to paint, I do like to paint. I like that. Because she had asked Zane, do you like color pencils? And he said, no, That was before she asked him if he liked sex. Look. So anyway, she told her roommate Ben, okay, well, I'm going on in here with this boy here, and I'll see you later. Okay, so her and the boy went on in there, right? You're not going to believe this. Okay, they in there touching, loving, kissing. Hey, somebody rocking, knocking up. Ooh. Yeah, they in there doing all these adult things that adults do after 2. That's what they do. Sometimes they do it after 4. Anywho, look. So he tells her, turn over. Because at first he was in a missionary position. Okay, so she turns over, right? On her stomach. He's behind her. Yeah, minding his business. On top of her, before all of this touching and loving and stuff got to happening, as we say in the South. before all that started happening. Yeah. Look. She say, do you have a condom? He said, yeah. Wow, here we go. Now, when he said turn over, he took it off. And that, my friend, is rape. Not rape adjacent. Not rapey. Not rapish. That is rape in every sense of the word. So after Arabella was already sexually assaulted in the club, she is now sexually assaulted again in her home. But while Kwame is scrolling for Grindr, right? He's scrolling. He finds this man. His name is Horny Man 808. Huh? Oh, I didn't know if his name was Horny Man or Hung Man. But both of those scream danger, danger. Especially after 2. A horny man or a hung man? That's a... We'll talk about that later, because I be looking at your ding like, water? Who that for? Man, let's keep going. Anywho, look, you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. Clutch your pearls. Grab your pearls. Just say, ooh, come on, get with it. Hey, stop. Quit it. Wait a minute. Give me a minute right here. Come on. Give me a minute, dude. All right, look. Excuse me. That was my dog over there. He got caught up in these strings. He looked like a puppet over there. Anywho, let's get back to Kwame. Kwame was on Grindr looking for Dollar Dingaling. Dollar D. Look, remember I told you Terry had already sent the boy the text message saying that she had had some fun in Italy with 2 men. So that kind of piqued the interest for Kwame with 2 men. I noticed that. Did you notice that? I'm not sure if it's a competition thing or if this is a friendly group of one-uppers. But hey, I see that kind of piqued his interest in wanting to be with 2 men as well. So remember the boy. Come on. Remember the man that he found that came back to his gym class. Whatever that boy's name is there. You, big and tall, 6'3". You look like about 6'3", maybe 215, 220. You, boy. Oh my God. Him and Kwame, they go to meet the man that Kwame scrolled and met on Grindr. His name is, what was his name? What did I call him? Horny Man 808. That was his name. Stop, get down. Horny Man 808. So they go to his apartment, right? They're sitting around, they're talking, listening to some music. And did you peep that music? The music had said a lot of men are around here acting a lot like their mothers. And the other guy, the one from the gym, he said, could you change that music? But Horny Man 808, he paid attention to Kwame. And he never changed the music. But during that time, as they talked and got to know each other a little bit better, Horny Man 808 asked Kwame, what are you into? And Kwame said, I'm into everything except no condom. So he was like, oh, okay, well, no problem. So they start feeling each other and taking one another's temperatures, if you know what I mean. Having adult relations as men do amongst men. So the third man from the workout class, whose grandmother enjoyed that class, he left. And he told Kwame, I'll catch you another time. Kwame remained behind with Horny Man 808. Clutch your pearls. When it was time to leave, Kwame said, well, goodbye. Nice to meet you. I'll see you next time, or maybe I won't ever see you again. Horny Man 808 said, don't leave. I'm enjoying your company. Stay for a little while. Get on the bed and stay. Kwame was like, no, I'm ready to go. Horny Man 808 asked him to get on the bed and asked him to stay. And then after that, he sexually assaulted Kwame. Kwame then called Arabella. Arabella who had just been sexually assaulted by Zane because he took the condom off on her. And that's rape. Rape it, not rapish, not rape adjacent, and not rapey. It's rape. But Arabella, she's so numb, so unemotionally there, and just numb that she doesn't even realize that she has been sexually assaulted. She doesn't realize it in episode 4. When Kwame called her after his sexual assault from Horny Man 808, Arabella was walking down the street with Zane, and she had taken an after-sex pill to prevent her from being pregnant for this young man who had just sexually assaulted her. They're just walking down the street having a good time, but she doesn't realize what has happened to her until she thinks. But, anywho, when Kwame called her, she said, "Hey, babe, what's going on?" And he said, "Oh, nothing. I was just calling to see how you were doing. I want to call and tell you good night." And she said, "Oh, are you okay?" He had tears in his eyes because he had just been sexually assaulted by that man. Horny Man 808. He told Arabella, he said, "No, I was just calling to say goodnight, to check on you. I was just calling to say goodnight. You have to see.
So, Arabella,
I may
Okay, I'll be fine.
destroy you. You've got to watch it. So many twists, so many turns. It is an absolute true-to-life must-see."
Stop.
Michaela Coel is an absolutely amazing writer. She's a wonderful actress, a delight on the screen, and a joy to watch. HBO's I May Destroy You.
Hey, babe.
Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And more importantly, let me know, is that what you saw on your TV?